I'm Stumpy Nubs, this is Mustache Mike, and we're about to take you behind the sawdust. Let's get started with the woodworking news. I'll tell you, it's hard finding a good tri-bolt these days. Thankfully, Lee Valley has stepped up and manufactured one. It's the result of months of testing, and the final product is exactly what you'd want, should you want a tri-bolt, which I actually do. What is a tri-bolt? I'm not going to spoil that mystery for you, but I will put a link to the answer in the show notes below.
The Workshop Companion series is back. In the 1990s, a team of woodworkers led by Nick Engler created a 21-volume woodworking library. It was a set of guidebooks for everything. Not only was it a huge hit with woodworkers, it was one of the primary ways that all those smarty pants editors at those woodworking magazines managed to get their pants so smarty. They've been long out of print, but finally, after years of tense negotiations that may or may not have included a box of Cuban cigars and a foot massage, Popular Woodworking has secured the rights to publish a digital edition of the whole set. If you're interested, check out the link in the show notes.
It's one of the world's most beautiful finishes, but it's utterly defenseless against heat. That's according to master woodworker Don Williams. He loves the high sheen that can be achieved with French molten wax polish. It's an old-timey technique that requires using heat to melt beeswax into the surface of the wood, then scraping away the excess. The wood fibers are impregnated with the molten wax, and the result is a nice satin finish that is remarkably durable unless you attack it with a teacup or anything else that's warm or oily. He says he's been experimenting with ways to solve that problem. Whether he's successful or not, this is still a timeless finishing technique.
Norb Abram is making a whirligig this week on the new Yankee Workshop online archive. The classic episode can be watched for free for a limited time, so real quick, look up the link in the show notes below.
Sean Graham just hates those woodworkers who seem to master skills effortlessly. Well, he doesn't literally hate them. In fact, he admires them. He says he's not one of those people. He used to see someone making something that he wanted to learn, so he'd go out and he'd buy the tools, read the books, watch the videos, make a few attempts, start a fire, burn the outcome, curse his lack of talent, and move on to the next big disappointment. He discusses this phenomenon in a recent blog, but not in the way you'd expect. He focuses on the curious case of immigrant students who are allowed to learn in their native language versus those who take intensive English courses before learning the craft. It's a very interesting article that I'll link to in the show notes.
Hockey tape in the workshop? Hey, it's a good idea according to hand tool master Rob Kossman. He wraps various hand tools with the same tape that hockey players use to get a better grip on their sticks. He uses it on clamp handles, fret saws, and even some chisels. He's made a little video about it, which you can check out in the show notes. 3M has developed a new take on the sanding sponge. Their ultra-flexible sanders are said to allow you to sand detailed areas more efficiently than typical sanding sponges because of their unique design, which flexes more evenly, resists clogging, and lasts longer. Sanding sponges are very popular among woodworkers for smoothing rounded parts. So far the reviews are very positive, but until we get a few of them into our workshop and check them out, we can't say for sure if this is just another gimmick or a real innovation.
If you're a scroll sawer, you'll enjoy an 1880 article from the American Agriculturist provided to us by Jeff Burks. It talks about how scroll and fret saws had become perfected, and their work was found in parlors across the country. The number of designs that an aspiring artist could create was virtually limitless, and the article even includes a pair of examples. Scroll sawing was a huge pastime in the Victorian era, kind of like today's video games, with less gratuitous sex, violence, and profanity. It's an interesting article that you should check out in the show notes. Kyle Toth's Nashua cabinet is something to behold. The maple and walnut masterpiece was a special commission and features a unique coved panel design. Kyle not only shows it off in a new video, but you get to watch him build it, all in under 7 minutes. This is one you'll want to see. Check it out in the show notes.
When two craftspeople like Charles Neal and Mary May team up, you know the result will be amazing. That's just what happened recently when Charles turned the post for a Charleston rice bed. Then he sent him over to Mary for carving. She created a video showing her process, and it's well worth the 30 minutes to watch. Just spectacular work from both of these legendary woodworkers.
Tom Fidgen of the Unplugged Workshop says it's always a good idea to stop and take note. He recommends the Stanislavski Method, developed by a Russian actor to help define a character. It's used by many theater actors even today, and he believes it can help you to remain focused as you strive to achieve your goals in the woodworking craft. It involves asking yourself 3 questions. Who am I? Why am I here? And what do I want? It sounds like a perfect subject for this week's Point Counterpoint. Deep inside, I think I'm just still a little boy running around with Grandpa's handsaw, looking for a finger to cut.
I'm a man with a fantastic mustache who just wants to be loved.
I suppose I'm here because the woodworking world needs me. What will my fans do if I just decide to hang it up? Will they even notice? I mean, it's not like there are countless of other woodworking resources out there. Oh my goodness, I've wasted my life.
I'm here because Stumpy would make a mess of things if I wasn't. The money's not good, but at least the work's hard. I suppose I could be doing other things with my time, like curing cancer or achieving world peace or showing my fantastic mustache to the ladies. But I'm just drawn to the smell of sawdust, which I can smell all the time because it gets caught in my mustache.
I want to be a better woodworker, like Charles Neal, except better looking. No, I'll never be able to pull that off. I'd be lucky to be a better version of Mustache Mike. Man, that guy can pull off his stash. Wonder if I could pull off his mustache. Would his lip come off with it? That'd be funny.
What I want is something worthwhile to do with my time. Let's face it, I'm only 2 or 3 years away from watching The Price is Right and eating Jell-O all day. I wonder what the ladies in the nursing home would think of my mustache.
Well, that about wraps things up for this edition of Behind the Sawdust. Be sure to check out stumpynubs.com for all sorts of woodworking goodness, especially our amazing woodworking plans. And don't forget, we're airing on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. So until next time, you can sit back and have yourself a cold one, because you've earned it, my friend.